Hello, I'm here to tell you about the M Global products. My name's Christy Lambert, and I have been with M Global since June 2018. And before that, I was just a Janberry consultant, but now we get to sell everything. So I fell in love with these products as soon as we were able to try them, and I think you will too. So if you've not tried them or you don't know everything about them, I'm going to give you an overview. First of all, we have hydration sticks. So with that, you simply fill up your water bottle with water, 16 ounces to 24 ounces, whatever flavor and amount of flavor that you like, you can do. So I like mine in about 24 ounces. And then I just fill up with water, dump in my sticks. So here are the 5 sticks that we carry. And the reason I have them in this little pocket here is because you are able to sell trial packs. You can do 5 of, one of each stick. You can do, 5 of one type of stick. You can be as creative as you want, and it gives people a chance to try them without buying a whole box. The boxes are 30 sticks in a box. This is one of our best sellers, Core AO. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But so they're about $1.50-ish if you get them in the box. Retail is $44.95 for the box. Wholesale is $39.95. So it's a great way to start building your team, to get wholesale buyers on your team, because it's such a great deal to get these sticks at wholesale price. So let me tell you about each stick. Oh, real quick, if you're selling them as singles in a pack like this, you have to sell them at $2 per stick. That's just our rule. You have to sell them at $2 a stick or at retail price. You can never sell at wholesale price. People have to join to get that price. Okay, so the first stick I'll start with is the Core AO. Core, and then AO stands for antioxidant. This is our immune boosting stick. It's also great for inflammation and digestive issues because we actually have mangosteen in it, which is a superfruit. And if you do research on it, you'll see all of its great properties. Anti-inflammatory is the main property, but do some research because it has some amazing benefits for your entire body. And what was I going to say? The antioxidants in it, bilberry, acai berry, grapeseed. I feel like I'm missing a big one. But there's some great antioxidants. Oh, here's my ingredients right here. Elderberry, yes. So a lot of people use elderberry syrup, especially cold and flu season. This is a great stick to use to boost your immune system during those, especially, illness seasons of the year. This is the only stick I'd say that you have to build up in your system. The mangosteen in it needs to build up. So if you are taking it for something with inflammation, like a condition, like I have a very good friend who has rheumatoid arthritis, you won't feel, your joint pain go away necessarily on day 1. Some people feel a difference day 4. Some people feel a difference 3 or 4 weeks in. So I would suggest if you have anyone who's really trying to see if it'll help their inflammation, they're going to want to do the 30-day trial. So just a heads up there. The next stick, probably, I don't know, Core is probably a favorite as well as Go. Flavor-wise, Core is mixed berry. It's delicious. Go is raspberry. So I like to mix these two together. That is my favorite flavor. And you can do half of each. You could do all of, both sticks together, depending on the flavor that you like. But the Go Stick is for energy, and it's a natural energy. All of these products have herbs and vitamins, things that are natural. So the Go Stick has natural caffeine from the green cocoa leaf. So it's not the same type of caffeine you get from the bean, and it's not a synthetic caffeine that you'd find in like an energy drink. So this is a natural energy drink, and it has great results. I'm a busy mom of 4, and I can tell a huge difference in my energy level when I take this stick. It has a lot of B vitamins and electrolytes. So that's a good one, and it's raspberry flavored. This is my other favorite stick. So these are probably my top 3 favorites. Soul. This one is tropical fruit flavored. It is probably mango-y is how I describe it. And it is a mood enhancer. So again, natural ingredients, herbs that change your mood. It's crazy, but it works. I've seen a difference in like 20 minutes from major grump, irritability to smiling and laughing. And it's a true story. It has helped people with anxiety, depression, the winter, winter depression. Now, again, if you are talking about things this can help with, you want to mention testimonies and people's testimonies that mention depression, anxiety. We cannot claim that it cures anything. You can claim that it enhances your mood and that it might cure like your marriage but not any body ailments. So that is a benefit you see in testimonies, but we can't claim those specific, like this one can help people with like ADHD symptoms, but you cannot claim that like in a post. You can share a testimony. So that's kind of how that works when you're dealing with health products. So just be aware of that. This one and the next stick that I'm going to talk about are called nootropics. So I'll mention that as I talk about the Smart Stick. The Smart Stick is pineapple flavored. And what you find with the Soul and the Smart, which some people like to mix them and get a heightened focus and mood enhancement together. And the Smart is the one that helps you with a brain boost. Where is it? Brain boost. And you will feel a heightened focus. So it's great for those days where you have a long drive, some big meetings coming up for college students, a big test. So it's great for that. And when I mention nootropics, so long ago, not sure how long ago, but were doctors and, high businessmen and military officers who needed that heightened focus, and there's an actual drug that does that, and it's called a nootropic. These are natural nootropics taken from, plants, fruits, things like that, that give you that same mental focus that those synthetic nootropics would do. So these are amazing and definitely worth a try if you need a brain boost. So the last stick is the Trim Stick. This stick is kiwi strawberry, and it also it helps your appetite and it suppresses your appetite. I like to take it just whenever I feel like snacking, and I will drink this instead. It says on the package to take a half hour before breakfast. This and the next weight loss product I'll talk about together, but you can kind of create your own weight loss plan with these two products. Some people like to take 1 stick, some people like to take 2 sticks a day. So it's up to you. You could take a half hour before your meal as suggested, or I like to do mine kind of, you know, throughout the day. And this one and the Go do have, and even Smart a little bit, the natural caffeine. So just these two kind of about the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee. So, you know, when you're talking to customers, you don't want to recommend it, you know, at bedtime and things like that. So just, you know, it's nice to tell them that it has about as much caffeine as a cup of coffee, but it is natural caffeine. So you're not going to feel those jitters, those highs and lows, the crashes that you would from synthetic caffeine. This is great. And I've heard people, and I know people personally that have lost over about 3 months, 30 pounds just with the stick, not with the next product, although this will boost your weight loss tremendously. These are our burn caps, and these will burn visceral fat, which if you do research on visceral fat, it's the fat around your organs. It's very unhealthy for many different ailments. You don't want visceral fat around your organs, okay? So the burn caps you can take during a meal, and you can do 1 or up to 2 a day. I would suggest breakfast or lunch, as it is also high in your natural caffeine. So when I take this, I do it mid-meal at breakfast or lunch, and I make sure I have a good quality meal. You know, not just a bagel, not just a piece of toast, like something like eggs, peanut butter, something with protein, something with good fats. And you kind of have to play around with this and the trim and see what works for you. Everybody's body is different, but if you do tend to feel this is probably the only product people do say they might feel a little jittery on sometimes. So you have to play around with it. And that's when, you know, if I felt a little odd, I knew that I needed a snack. And if I kept up on my snacking every 2 to 3 hours, healthy snacks, then I was fine. So everybody's different. If you need to lose, or someone you're talking to wants to lose more than 15 pounds, then the burn and the trim together is probably what they want to do. If someone wants to lose about 10 to 15 pounds, they may only want the trim. So that's something to also consider. And I would definitely start out not everything at once. Try a trim, you know, one day. Next day, try a burn. I wouldn't do 2 burn on the first day. So kind of play around with it and see what your body does. But I have a personal friend who's lost 20 pounds doing a lower carb diet and burn and trim. And she has tried other products and said she's never had the success she has had with the burn. So it's a great product. So let me talk about sweeteners real quick. So if you're in the health-minded industries, you know that sweeteners are a hot topic. So you can't please everyone. So don't feel like you can, you know, have all the answers, because we don't have everything with every sweetener available at this time. Hopefully in the future we'll have more options. But right now we do have 2 products with stevia. We have Smart and Core AO that are sweetened with stevia, and Core AO has a little bit of cane sugar in it, natural cane sugar. The Go Soul and Trim do have sucralose, which is like your Splenda products. So some people look at that as an artificial sweetener. But, you know, you can't please everybody. And some people don't like stevia that are in these because of the taste. I personally am a stevia fan, but they all taste fabulous. And the sucralose in it is not much. So if someone is opposed to sucralose, it's really not much in it. I feel comfortable taking it. And I feel comfortable with my kids even trying like the Soul. The only ones that are not really kid friendly, obviously, are the Burn. And I don't give my kids the Go. Maybe like a high schooler might want some extra energy, but my younger kids do not get that, and I don't worry about trim. But my kids take core every day, and they split. I have 3 boys between the ages of 4 and 11, and they split 1 stick between them all. Maybe as we get into a season of the colds and flus and stomach bugs, we will up that to half a stick each or a full stick. And then they also do take the Soul as needed when they're feeling anxious. And I think Smart is one that helps with the, school situations if you need that. This is the only stick not recommended for breastfeeding per the directions of our company doctor, Dr. Templeman. And Burn. Do not take Burn when breastfeeding. And none of these have been tested on pregnant women, so definitely suggest that your pregnant friends, run them by their doctor. But people have taken some of them while pregnant, so that is totally up to the person, looking at the ingredients themselves and deciding that with their doctor. So just a heads up there, but definitely no Burn while pregnant or breastfeeding, and no Smart while breastfeeding, and probably not while pregnant either. There's just an herb in there that Dr. Templeman says is not something he would want a breastfeeding mom to take. So heads up there. The last product that I was going to share tonight is the it's hard to see with the light here, M3Z. It is our serotonin sleep balancer. Our serotonin balancer sleep spray. So you spray anywhere from 6 to 10 sprays under your tongue about a half hour before you go to bed. And it only has 3 ingredients. It has water, mint for flavor, and it has Zea Mays proprietary blend, which is basically corn silk. So it's all natural. There's no risk of overdose. It's kid friendly. So you just want to play around with the sprays, and you want to, play around with how many sprays. Like if, say my 11-year-old was taking it, I'd start off with 1 spray, see if that helped. Then go up to 2, probably no more than 3 for a kid. And then, up to 10 for an adult. My husband takes 6 sprays, I believe. And the 5 areas it's promoted to help with are improved sleep, less stress and anxiety, better mood and optimism, more mental focus, and increased libido. So what serotonin does is helps with all of those things, and this product balances your serotonin level, which you already have in you naturally. And if you do any research on serotonin, you'll find that a lot of health issues may be caused by our serotonin levels being unbalanced. So that's why this is helpful. If you have a Fitbit, you can track your REM and deep sleep, and you'll see it increase when you're taking this product. So it's pretty awesome, and my husband loves it. So it's helped him even just have sounder sleep and less snoring. I think that's it. If you have more questions about ingredients, testimonies, We have amazing resources. We have some Facebook pages that your sponsor can add you to. So please reach out to your sponsor or your manager for extra help, extra questions, and don't hesitate to give these awesome products a try because they're amazing. And once you try them, you won't be able to help but share them with your friends and family because they are life changing. I've been using them since for a little over 6 months, and I can't. I wish I had had them so much earlier, especially as a mom of 4. So have a fantastic start to your business, and I wish you all the best.